People hate to admit this, but you rather subscribe to someone with a huge following than a small YouTuber. So that's just like the reality. So because of this, guys, you have to hustle and fight your way for your 1000 subscribers. That's all I have to say. You have to fight for your 1000 subscribers, because that's the way you can start building your channel. Because once you've gotten to that 1000 mark, trust me, people will be subscribing, like it will be flowing. So the first thing I'm going to say is that because you're starting up your channel, you can't, your name is not yet searchable. Like if you try to search your name, you wouldn't find your name. So because of that, you have to use links for people to subscribe. So that's when your social media comes to play. Your Instagram, your Snapchat, your Facebook. I had to reactivate my Facebook account. You have to optimize all your social media platforms, and do not be shy. I literally message every single one of my followers, even people that I don't even know, we're just following each other based on we're just following each other. I message them, and I always did follow up. Like, don't be shy. Everybody knows that people are supportive. You'll be shocked at this amount of support you get by doing this. People are friendly. Trust me, if anybody messages me randomly that, oh, they're setting up a YouTube channel, like, just create a polite and straightforward message. You don't need to go into the bush like, oh, how are you? Just create a short message. Like, let the message be short and nice and polite, just saying that, oh, you started up your YouTube channel, that please, by supporting me, just by subscribing. They don't need to watch your videos, you just need the subscribers. You just literally need your subscribers. So that's why I created this message that I literally forwarded to every single person, and if they didn't respond, I did follow up. I'll be like, oh, hi, just checking in case you didn't see this message. Even if they don't respond, you tried your best. And doing this, I got like 300. Yeah, I got 300. So after getting my first 300, my name was now searchable. Like, I could approach people physically. So the next thing I'll say is approaching people. I know most people do not want to do this. Like, you don't want your business out there, but you're looking for something, so you have to work hard for it. That's one thing I will say. So any form of shyness, I literally dropped it. And I started my YouTube channel when I just finished school, so I've not yet done my convocation. I was just back at home for 2 months before my convocation. Was it 2 months? Like, close to 5 months, yeah. Because I graduated 2022, while we did our convocation 2023, so it was pretty late. So I had time to start when I started my YouTube channel. So because of that, I went back to school for my convocation. So literally, when people were staying in the hotels and lounge and everything, I stayed in the hostel, because I went to every single room. I knocked on every single door and told them, hi, I have a YouTube channel, please subscribe. I know I literally did that to every single person, because it's easier to approach your peers or someone that is similar, like you can't approach an elderly lady or someone in their 30s, 40s, like, oh, subscribe. It will be harder. So it's easier to approach people that understand what you're doing and the impact of YouTube, and they understand, like, they just want to support. So it's easier to approach people that are similar, close in age with you, that understands what YouTube is about. Because I've approached someone that literally didn't even know what YouTube was, and literally had tried to explain to someone that does not know what YouTube is to subscribe to your channel. So by doing that, I went to every single hall. I went to the final year hall and the lower level hall, so I was able to meet people, and I still had friends in school, so I was able to stay with some of my friends and meet people for them to subscribe. And I think I got up to 700, from 300 to 700. That's a lot. That's a lot. So after doing that, I went for my NYSC. If you don't know what NYSC is, a 1 year program you do after school for anybody that's in Nigeria. So I did my NYSC, and trust me, I do not, at this point, I've approached a lot of people. I've met strangers in church, in parties. Like, I wasn't shy anymore. Any form of shyness was gone. So I do not have shame. If the highest you can tell me is no, and I'll literally walk to the next person beside you and repeat the same thing, and they will subscribe, and you feel stupid, and you literally call me back to, like, okay, let me just subscribe. So there's nothing, you can't take offense to this. Like, you just have to have a thick skin, because people are going to be rude, especially for NYC. I found it a little bit more difficult in NYC because not everybody is in your age group. You can see mothers there, you can see fathers there. They're like lots of people with different backgrounds. So most people do not know what YouTube is, and it can be difficult trying to explain to them. And most people genuinely want to know, so they want to subscribe. So you can either install it for them. And because my name was searchable, that's why I said try to use social media to get like your first 100 or 200 so that your name can be searchable, so you don't have to be getting people's phone numbers to send links to and all of that, so it can be really difficult. So for my NYC, I approached everyone. I even made a couple of friends and they were helpful enough, like we'll split up and get people, and that's how I was able to get my first 1,000 subscribers. One thing I said to myself is that when I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm not approaching any single person again, because I want my subscribers to actually watch my videos. So most people are just subscribing, like you always tell them you don't have to watch, just subscribe, so that I can get them to subscribe. So after doing this, after getting my first 1,000, I was like, nah, I'm not meeting anybody again to subscribe to my channel. I'd rather someone watch my videos and want to subscribe. So that's how I was able to get my first 1,000 subscribers. I know most people won't be able to get 1,000 just by doing this, so I'm going to share with you another way. So once you've gotten to like at least 500, you're more out there, people are recognizing your channel. That's when you have to start creating content for people and not for robots. Most people create content based on SEOs, like search engines, tags, all of that. Those are more robot like algorithm. All of those things, they are like robot like, they're not for people, because at the end of the day, when YouTube recommends your channel, it's up to me if I want to click on that video. So you need to make sure that your thumbnail is good, your video title is good, the first 30 seconds, your hook, like the first 30 seconds of your video has to be right. It literally has to be right, because that's how you get people to watch your videos. And also at the end of your video, always recommend similar videos at the end of the video, so that people will know that you create similar content, because people are just going to search on Google, because YouTube is also a search engine. So when YouTube recommends your channel based on the search they made on Google, people will just watch it and be like, oh, I've gotten information. But once they realize that your end screen has a similar video, they'll be intrigued and want to see what your channel is about, and from there you can get a new subscriber. Next thing I'll say is create valuable content. Quality over quantity, that's what I always say, because you always want to make sure that whatever video you're releasing is quality content. And always make sure to be like, oh, in between the video, just be like, oh, subscribe to my channel. Just give them a prompt, because most people forget. So prompting them in your video is also important. Telling them to subscribe, or you're probably doing something and you want them to subscribe, just try to mention it in between your videos, just reminding them to subscribe, because some people can initially forget. And also, if you're creating valuable content, when you mention subscribe, or people like, oh, I'm not subscribed, they will subscribe immediately. So the other thing is having your niche. I said this in my previous video. Having your niche is also very important, because people want to subscribe to what they want to watch. So if your niche, if you have so many different type of videos, you do hair, you do beauty, you do lifestyle, you do podcast, you do what else again, mukbangs, food videos, that is literally a lot. So people do not know, oh, is she going to be consistent? I want to watch hair videos, so is she going to be consistent with the hair videos? Or I want to watch makeup, is she consistent with the makeup? If you drop hair videos like once every 2 months, 3 months, and you drop lifestyle video once every 2-3 months, it makes people not to know what your channel is about. So niching down is also kind of a way for people to subscribe. Like for instance, I mainly focus on hair videos on my channel. I also try to do lifestyle, but my lifestyle doesn't do well on this channel because I've been mainly focused on hair videos. That's why I said, like, most people come for what you do, so make sure that whatever you're doing is what your niche is about. I do mostly hair videos, and I do lifestyle on the side, and a little bit of beauty, but mainly my subscribers come from my hair videos. And because my subscribers come from my hair videos, I tend to create more hair videos. So try to find your niche, and if you have a good niche, people will subscribe for that particular thing that you do. So you don't want to get your audience confused and not being watching your videos. That's how you lose subscribers. You can also lose subscribers by doing this because they don't know what your channel is about. You're just doing every single thing. Next thing I'll say is be consistent. I know it can be frustrating when you're always posting, but trust me, if you're consistent, YouTube recognize that you're being consistent and they always award people for being consistent. That's why I mentioned that optimize for people and not for robots, because at the end of the day, when you're consistent and YouTube recommends your videos, people can actually click on that video. So be consistent, create quality content, have a good hook. Your thumbnails, your title, your first 30 seconds should be a story. Like whatever you put on your thumbnail, do not repeat it on your title, and do not repeat it in your first 30 seconds of your video. So you need to make sure that whatever you're doing is correlating, and also be consistent. Initially I was posting once a week, then I moved to twice a week, then I moved to 3 times a week. Every video you're reaching new viewers that are subscribing. So remove that notion in your mind that, oh, I post once a week so that my subscribers will have enough time to watch my video. Trust, you're not going to grow just by doing that, because at the end of the day, your subscribers have subscribed because they love your content. So you need to put out more videos for new people to find you and love your content and subscribe. So that's another way to build your subscribers and for you to build your community. So optimize YouTube Studio. Most people do not know how to use YouTube Studio to their advantage. YouTube Studio is there for the creators to understand what your viewers love and what videos do well and what videos also bring the most subscribers. So you can easily just check this on YouTube Studio by clicking on your video and checking how many subscribers subscribe just by watching that video. It gives a lot of insight on what particular content you should be creating more for your channel to bring in more subscribers and for you to hit that goal of 1,000 subscribers. The last thing I'm going to say is that do not be discouraged. It took me a year and 11 months for me to get into the YouTube partnership program. So do not be discouraged. Always keep at it. And also something that you should always notice, that every big YouTuber that you're looking up to was once in your shoes, but the only thing that is different is that they were consistent. They've been consistent. You hear that whatever big YouTuber you're watching, be like, oh, I've been on this platform for 10 years, I've been on this platform for 8 years. They've been consistent throughout, and that's why they are at that particular spot. So you need to make sure that you're consistent and always just enjoy the journey, because you're going to look back and be like, oh, I was worried for nothing. So just enjoy the journey, enjoy the process, and trust me, everything that I've mentioned is based on my experience. That means it literally worked for me. So it's something that is not unattainable, or is something that is not something that is unattainable. It's something that you can reach. I have on, like, literally when I got my 1,000 subscribers and my 3,000 watch time hours, I had other goals. Like every single time you reach your particular goal is a time to set newer goals. So it's something that you should just enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, because at the end of the day, you created a YouTube channel because you have a passion for it. So don't make it something that you get frustrated of, or something that you be tired of. So don't get burnt out. Always know when to take in breaks, know when to reduce the stress, know when to take a step back, and also just to look at everything with a fresh set of eyes. So it's something that you should always enjoy the journey, and just know that one day you're going to also be a big YouTuber that someone is looking up to. So yeah, this is the end of this video. Let me know what you think. If you like this type of videos, I'm also going to be creating similar content to this, just to help every small YouTuber out there to reach or enter the YouTube partnership program. So don't forget to subscribe or have a playlist down so that I can always just watch my previous videos on this, because I'm going to be talking a lot about entering the YouTube partnership program. And yeah, that's the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm gonna see you guys in my next one. Bye.